The close contact isolation requirement has been scrapped in New South Wales and Victoria as both states remove COVID restrictions. It'll be a big relief, in particular for parents and businesses. Julia Bradley has the details on what will change as of Friday.
From midnight Friday in Victoria and 6 p.m. Friday in New South Wales, close contacts of positive cases will no longer be required to isolate for 7 days as Australia learns to live with COVID. Instead, close contacts will be required to wear face masks in indoor settings when they leave the home, avoid sensitive settings such as hospitals, and undertake regular rapid antigen tests. Daily testing is required in New South Wales. In Victoria, an individual will need to undertake at least 5 rapid antigen tests over a 7-day period. And it's suggested close contacts work from home where practical. The scrapping of the isolation measure will come as a major relief for businesses as hospitality deal with major staff shortages.
We've passed the peak and that we are able to look to this group of sensible measures being able to take us into a still challenging winter.
This entire pandemic, it has never been set and forget. We are constantly monitoring the situation. We believe today's announcement is balanced, proportionate and meets the circumstances that we find ourselves in as a state.
A raft of other restrictions will also ease across both states. In Victoria, there'll be an end to the vaccine economy, meaning patrons will no longer need to show their vaccination passports or check in at pubs, clubs, cafes or restaurants. Masks will no longer be needed in retail settings, at schools, in hospitality venues or at events. Visitors can return to hospitals, but they must still wear a face mask. There'll be no changes to vaccine mandates.
I have no doubt that the government will reintroduce restrictions. I have no doubt that they will consider and instill more lockdowns on Victorians. They've done this in the past.
In New South Wales, hotel quarantine will end from April 30. Vaccine requirements will be eased except for workers in aged care and the disability sector, with the state government to give specific advice to industries in the coming weeks. Public transport capacity caps will be lifted, so too the green dot, encouraging physical distancing. Leaders in both states say they're able to ease some of these remaining COVID restrictions now that the peak of the Omicron wave has passed, but they're asking people to remain vigilant ahead of winter.